wanna be the man, you gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo, right here.
Welcome back to the channel where the art is always random and so am I. Today I'm drawing the Utopian, aka Sheldon Sampson from Jupiter's Legacy. So basically this is a first impressions video. As you saw from earlier, I'm working on that messy drawing, and I decided to make messy with two different kinds of pastels. Prismus pastels, and then I'll be doing a part 2 in Rembrandt pastels. You might be asking, or you might not even think about it, what is the difference? Well, one gives you a very oily look and the other one's more flat and soft. So yeah, everything is different depending on what kind of pastels you use, and I will be doing a tutorial I've been slacking on for 5 months. I just want to do the same person in 2 different styles to show you the difference. And yeah, anyways, before we get started, this first impressions video of Jupiter's Legacy, I want to say I might have a few spoilers, so here we go. And before we get started, like, comment, and subscribe to help me out, one step closer to quitting my job. So yeah, what the show is about before we get started, the show is, I guess, inspired by Superman and Justice League and anything superhero related. This is the 2 authors' own take on it and what they think is good and what they think is bad. They have similar characters to Justice League, and even one of the main bad guy reminds me of Darkseid, or whatever the main villain is in the show. He's the final fight, you'll get what I'm talking about. If you're into superhero shows and you can't really find anything on Netflix, I recommend watching this kinda. Stick around to see why. Because you know, when you're on Netflix, there's 100 million trillion billion shows on, but you kind of always hard to find something good, so you just go back to watch whatever you already were watching, or rewatch the same show again. That's just how it is. So the show starts off pretty cliche. The dad goes to check on his kids, and right before taking the kids to eat ice cream like he promised them, he has to go and fight crime because the heroes and the city needs him. So yeah, that's basically goes to show you right off the bat that, hey, look, this guy has too much things going on. He barely spends time with his family. Then the first fight scene is actually Brandon Sampson, son of the Utopian, a little bit grown up, and is trying to fight a supervillain chick alone and completely gets his ass beat to show the difference of power levels between the Utopian and his son. And this goes to play later on in the show because it's very much based off of family dynamic and how the kids interact with their father now that they're grown, and how, you know, sometimes when you're younger and you don't have the time and affection given to you, it could kind of go downhill. But yeah, I'll just leave that up to you. It also has a lot of like time travel, well, not time travel, just they talk about the past and it's a flashback about 50 to like 100 years ago and what happened, and it's just pretty random and just solid. Anyways, basically the first few minutes, I'll leave the rest for you to watch. I think the show has potential to be good if the time is used correctly. What do I mean if the time is used correctly? Well, the episodes are almost 50 minutes long, but I feel like certain scenes are dragged on to make longer episodes instead of just cutting some stuff up. I enjoyed the first episode and the end scene was solid, not bad at all, but the only problem was the special effects at times didn't look very good, and at other times it was pretty good. So it's hit or miss. The costumes do look a bit odd, but they are pretty true to the comics, so I don't really mind that. But like I said, they do look pretty odd. So so far the show has promise. If it uses its time up a little bit better, also use the flashback scenes to like how the Utopian and the other guys got the superpowers, is pretty interesting and better than the original story at times. So hopefully they get a balance of it is how it is and what happens. Once again, it is what it is. You might like it, you might hate it, depending on what you are into. But overall, it was interesting enough to keep me watching. But I'm just unfortunately sad that it did not have enough fighting scenes like I expected it to. But it is what it is. Give it a try. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to help me out. And I'm out.